Hello and happy September. You're currently staring at a whole lot of garbage. I'm going to try to get through this as fast as possible, as my empties videos tend to just be like way too long. I'm going to start with wax. I'm going to get into candles, and then if you're done with that, if all you're here for is the wax and home fragrance, you can X this video out. It's at the end of the last candle, which I'll let you know when. And then behind the candles, there are some products, some Bath & Body Works products and a couple of other things. So it's Lush, Bath & Body Works, and some randoms. If you care about the beauty products and those empties, you can stick around for those. And if you're just here for the candles, you can X out when the candles are done. So let's get into it. Actually, before the candles, I'll start with this wallflower. I did finish 2 of the warm vanilla sugar wallflowers, and I was really disappointed in these. I couldn't even smell them like when I first put them on. They were, I'm just gonna pop them back in that bag so I can check it out. They were pretty worthless. I mean, they were light the second I put them in. One of them I had in my bathroom, and I could smell it when I hovered my nose directly above it, but after about a week, I didn't even remember what bulb was even in there. I finished a Coastal Sun, and this is good for about the first week and a half, 2 weeks tops, and then you get nothing. So that's it for wallflower. So now we'll get into wax. I hate how it just like defocuses after I pick something up. Oh, I did finish a lighter. I'm always like, oh, okay, cool. Like, kind of proud of myself when I finish these. So I love these lighters, the stick ones, especially for Yankees. They get right into the bottom of that candle. I always have a stockpile of those. Everyone needs a stockpile of those. I'll start with the bags first. So I finished this Tiffany Candle Sun and Sand type, and this was amazing. This is the dupe of the Yankee Candle Sun and Sand, which is one of my top 2 favorite Yankees, along with Pink Sands. And this was 3 teddy bear tarts. They were this big, about a little over an ounce each, I think. And I burned one in my Yankee Candle centerpiece. It was a throw at about a 7.5. Filled up just about my entire apartment, definitely my whole living room, even with the AC. And then I had it in my Glade 20-watt warmer, and it was crazy strong in that one, because the centerpiece is a little, I guess, not as hot as the Glade, and the Glade I think is a little more concentrated. So, and also the Glade warmer is in my kitchen, which is a much smaller room. But this didn't just stay in my kitchen, it wafted into the hallway, and one teddy bear tart lasted about 2 days in either of those warmers. You can't put the teddy bears in a tea light warmer, unfortunately. It's just too big of a chunk of wax that the tea light doesn't melt it. I finished a Country Lane Keepsakes Fresh Squeezed Oranges. This was a sample scent she sent me. Smelled exactly like orange juice. Her wax is paraffin, so I found with these ones that her wax, hands down, does the best in a tea light warmer. Some of them do okay in my Yankee Candle centerpiece, but it has to be one of her like scents that's really strong anyway. These do not do well in my Glade 20-watt or the Mainstays 24-watt electric warmers. Her stuff is really like made for tea light warmers. So this is a big mason jar. I put half in a 20-watt, and I got a throw, but it was not, and it was strong. It was like a 5 or a 6, but that's not, Country Lane Keepsakes is usually like a 10 to a 12 for me. And when I put the other half in a tea light warmer, it filled the entire room. So another Country Lane Keepsakes sample is Strawberries and Rhubarb. This was crazy strong, and it didn't have that nasty rhubarb note I get. It was more like a very tart, almost grassy strawberry. I actually used this in the bedroom, and it was a nice, soft bedroom scent. I finished another Tiffany Candles Rosemary Mint. This is incredible. It's very, very fresh. I had this on while I was cooking, because I was cooking like asparagus and garlic and things that like have really potent smells, that I wanted something that kind of complemented it but also like overpowered it. So I figured like this would be herbal, and it's not really herbal, it's more of a soapy scent. So while I thought this would be like more foody and good for cooking, it's actually like a cleansing, very clean type of scent. I guess it's just stronger on the mint, but if I had this again, and I probably will repurchase this because it's a really beautiful scent, I would do it on a cleaning day or a laundry day more so than a cooking day, because it wasn't foody herbal, it was just like a very fresh cleansing type scent. Country Lane Keepsakes Honey Bunny type. This was a 3 or 4 ounce bag, I think, and this smells exactly like Lush's Honey I Washed the Kids soap. It was incredible, super strong. My husband didn't care for that scent, but I loved it. I would purchase it again, but not till next summer, because it's definitely a summer type scent in my opinion. I finished Tiffany Candles Pink Peppermint. I will be placing another order with Tiffany Candles just to get this scent. It is so good. It's pink sugar and a light peppermint, and it was divine to fall asleep to. And this is a tiny little heart tart, and it was perfect in a tea light warmer. So I think she sells these in the bakery bags, and the heart tarts are like this big. They're tiny. So I would get this again and use it in a tea light warmer. I think her stuff is mostly paraffin, which is probably why it did well in the tea light. I finished Southbound Soap Tropical Fizz. This was a sample. It was a tiny little popsicle mold, and it was so tiny, but one little one in my 24-watt mainstay warmers through my entire kitchen and hallway. My husband doesn't like these type of fruity fizzy scents, but I loved it. It smelled like one of those blue Hawaiian type drinks. I finished the Bath & Body Works suntan melt that my friend Sarah sent me, and this was incredible. One little thing in my centerpiece scented like my entire living room, through the hallway, blew out my apartment. It's equivalent to the suntan candle. It's an absolutely perfect, beautiful scent. I just don't like the price tag. These are $4.50 for 4 little melts, and I think even the crinkle ones are cheaper, and you get 5 or 6 melts in those. So for the price, I would not repurchase it, but that was a gift. And she works at Bath & Body Works, so I'm sure she got that at a discounted price. I would get that for a discounted price, but I would not spend $4.50 for that little amount of wax, no matter how good it throws. Countryland Keepsakes Fairy Garden. I really like this one, and I didn't like it on cold, but burning, it was so beautiful. It was like a little floral, but like perfumey. I don't know. It was really, I don't know how to describe it. It was a very unique, complex type of scent, but it was beautiful. I really liked it in my bedroom and my bathroom. All right, moving on. Now I have Scent Shots and Clammies. So Scent Shots are all Tiffany candles. I finished the Get Naked, and I believe I had 2 of these. Yep. So Get Naked was coconut and tropical fruit, and it literally just smelled like you were drinking one of those like tropical frozen alcoholic daiquiri drinks on a beach on vacation. Like you can smell the fresh sand and ocean water. You can smell the scent of People's Copper Tone sunscreen wafting into your nose, and you're drinking this frozen like coconut mango papaya tropical drink. That's exactly what this smelled like. And this did amazing. I cut these both in half. I did half in my Yankee Candle centerpiece. I did half in my 20-watt Glade warmer. Tiffany Candles is better in the 20-watt Glade than in the 24 mainstay. I guess it's just a little too hot for her stuff. But in a 20-watt, this is absolutely perfect. This is a scent throw of about a 7.5 and 8. It wasn't like punch you in the face strong, but this is the kind of scent I wouldn't want to be too strong. It was actually like the perfect amount of fragrance for me in that particular scent. So I was Get Naked. I would repurchase, but again, not till next summer because it's a very summer scent. This Tiffany Candles, I was not a fan of. This was Lavender Serendipity, and it was a very soapy lavender. And I love herbal lavenders, but this wasn't even herbal. This just smelled very, very, very soapy. That's kind of like an undertone of her stuff. I do get almost like a soapy type of scent from a lot of her melts. But this one just was like an unpleasing. And Serendipity is like cherry, coconut, and like, it's like a very like sugary, like syrupy, sweet type scent, and I didn't get that at all in this. I just got a very soapy lavender. And I melted this to go to sleep, and I actually had to turn it off because I couldn't fall asleep to it. It was too like fresh and like not strong, but it was just like a soapy fresh that was more like wake you up than like lull you to sleep. So I wouldn't repurchase that. I wasn't a fan of that scent. And I love all things lavender, so. I finished this House of Wax Melts in Snow Cake, and it's got powder from another Lush powder thing that was in there. This was okay. I really like the scent, but it wasn't her strongest. And I've melted a lot of stuff from her. I love her company and I love her wax, but for whatever reason, this clamshell wasn't that strong. However, I think it was my fault because I only melted these in a tea light warmer. And I have another clamshell of hers, and I melted 1 cube at a time. But another clamshell of hers, I actually started melting 2 cubes at a time in the 20-watt Glade and the 24-watt warmer, and they're doing fantastic. So I think her clamshells are just better in an electric warmer. I shouldn't have melted this in the tea light warmer. I should have tried it in a different warmer, so I think that's my fault. I'll still be repurchasing from her. Her Lush dupes are incredibly spot on. But I do prefer her little, she makes these little individual shapes that come in baggies, and I like those better because for the sole purpose that I can melt them in a tea light warmer and they throw really strong in the tea light. I don't want to always have to rely on my electric warmer because I actually favor the tea light warmer. I finished these 2 from Sensationals, Tropical Fiesta and Isla Bonita. And Tropical Fiesta was your typical like tropical fruit, like passion fruit and guava, like just what you would think of like a tart fruitiness. Nice and strong, tea light, centerpiece, awesome. Isla Bonita was just like a very light floral. I actually mixed these 2 together and they were great. The last clamshell I have is passion fruit coconut, and this one was really good. What was the smell? Yeah. It's like almost like a coconut shampoo or like a sweet body wash in coconut. It was just like taking an outdoor shower at a beach resort. That's what this smelled like. I like burning this in like a tea light warmer and my centerpiece, like 3 cubes throughout my apartment, and make my whole apartment smell like this when I was out doing errands and stuff. It was just like fresh, fruity, and summery and really nice. Definitely would repurchase that one. So that's it for all the wax tarts. Let's get into the candles. I melted 3 votives of Yankee Candle's Golden Sands. There's only 2 here, but I swear I had 3. They were in the mixology. This was awesome, nice and strong. I had this in the kitchen. I love the tonka note in this candle. I think it's amber and tonka. It's a beautiful blend. Even my husband absolutely loved this one. He came into the kitchen. He was like, whatever you're burning smells so good in here. And it was this, and he just loved these candles. So this will be a repurchase, even just for his sake. I finished his Bath & Body Works sugared peony petals. I have nothing to say about this because in this hobnail jar at least, I couldn't smell a thing. Had it in the bathroom, in the bedroom, couldn't smell anything. But funny story, my friend Lindsay was texting me and told me that her boyfriend, she had this candle burning and her boyfriend thought it smelled like weed. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't really get the pot note from it, but then again, I couldn't smell anything. For all I know, maybe it did smell like pot. So next over here is Pineapple Lily. I like this on cold. It was okay. Not good enough for me to buy a 3-wick in, but it was like a fresh floral type of smell. Some of these kind of smell like Beach Cabana. This was not one of them, but doesn't matter because it had 0 Centro in that 4 ounce. And I swear these 4 ounces typically do good for me. This particular one, however, did not. Bathroom and bedroom, nothing. Yankee Candle, I finished fruit salad. This started off awesome, the first half of this candle, which mind you was last summer. It was fantastic. I was about maybe a little less than half through when I started it this summer, and it was very, very light. In smaller rooms, I could smell it at like a 2, maybe a 3, but last summer it was like a 6 or a 7, which is strong for Yankee, and it's a really nice, like, general fruity scent. I really like it in the summer. But unfortunately, it just did nothing at the halfway point. And I don't know if maybe it was really old. What's the pour date? Which shouldn't really mean anything. The pour date is 2015 though. It's not that old. I don't know. The first half was really good. So that's why I saved it last summer. Because I was like, oh, I want to savor this candle. It's really nice. I think they're discontinuing it. I want to have it next summer. So I saved it for this summer and it did nothing. And look how much the wick moved. Like, that really bothered me. And this also tunneled like crazy. This had to live in foil and an Alumilid, which maybe that had something to do with the wick shifting. I don't know, but because a Yankee can go down more than this, but obviously I didn't light it again when I saw how much that wick moved because it just gets dangerous. I finished this Goose Creek Rock Candy Cupcake, and this had a nice smell on cold, but I really don't have anything to say about the Goose Creek cupcake lines because they suck. This is the most disappointed I've ever been in Goose Creek. This soot like absolute crazy, and I wiped this down after every burn. It was only the last burn that I didn't wipe it down. And the only reason I wiped it down was because this was in the background of a lot of my videos, and a sooty candle would look really hideous, so I always wiped it down. It's like crazy. It had all their cupcake candles have really shitty puny wicks. I have to cotton ball them like crazy. Their cupcake candles, in my humble opinion, were a total waste of money. I would not recommend them. I would not repurchase them. They suck. There's that. I didn't finish the rest of them because like I didn't want to waste my time. Like, I don't get any scent throw from them. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. And like the puny wicks are just really frustrating candles. And last fall I had a great experience with Goose Creek, and then they came out with these summer candles, and I'm like, well, congratulations, we went back to shit. So hopefully their fall candles do better, and I've heard good things about their fall. I'll buy maybe like 1 or 2 of their fall candles if I even do, but honestly, I may not even because the cupcake line left such a bad taste in my mouth. Moving on, Yankee Candle. My real estate broker gave me this for my birthday. She's so cute because every time we look for a home, she's like, where's your candle closet gonna be? So I was really cute of her. This is an amazing scent on cold. Unfortunately, it had 0 scent throw. It did burn pretty even though. It just left a lot of residue after the halfway point, and as you can see, it did soot quite a bit. Would not repurchase, but maybe I would get it in a tart or something because it is a really nice fragrance. I love laundry scents, and that's like a fresh, clean laundry. Sunny Coconut. You saw it in my top suckiest Bath & Body Works video. I couldn't smell a thing. And as you can see where it's really clean down here after that video, I did chunk it out and melt the wax in a couple of different warmers, and I still couldn't smell it. So this was just a total dud for me. Some people said they had good luck with Sunny Coconut, and I'm envious of you because I love the smell of cold, but unfortunately, it had no performance and 0 throw for me. Suntan, my hands down best candle of the summer. I personally love these jars, even though they're a little smaller. I think it was absolutely gorgeous. It burned flawlessly. Not one problem with the wicks, clean even the entire way through. As you can see, there's hardly any wax left. It burnt to the very end, and even when it was all the way down here, when typically my Bath & Body Works candles have no throw, this was throwing like a boss. This was amazing. I'm so happy that Suntan came back with a vengeance. Like, this was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it so much. I did buy, I think, 4 or 5 of these that I'm saving for next summer, and I'm so glad I did because it is phenomenal. And I think this packaging is gorgeous. I love the like plain understated swirl, like sea glass type jars. It was so beautiful to have out. The wax pool was like, I have nothing bad. This candle was a 10 plus. It was perfect. Fiji White Sands, total disappointment. I liked it on cold. Could not smell a thing. You heard about it in my suckiest videos. If you want to hear more about it, you can go back to that video. Don't even want to waste my breath on it in this Empties because it just sucked the whole way through. Yankee Candle's Tutti Frutti is awesome. I would repurchase this. I love this type of Hawaiian punch type of smell. It's like a very soft, light version of Caribbean Escape from Bath & Body Works. It started off super strong. It got a little lighter as it went down, but I could still smell it. It did tunnel like crazy though. It left residue, and it didn't burn like all the way down. It like left a lot of wax at the bottom, but it is a great scent. It's definitely one of Yankee's stronger candles. It was about a 5.5, a 6 when it started. It was more like a 7.5. So it did get weaker as it went on, but if I saw it again, only if it was on like a crazy good sale though, I would get another one. All right, so that Gatsby. Sorry, Gatsby being a pain in the ass. But, so anyway, that's it for candles. If you were just here for the wax, you can X out now. And I'm gonna get on to the products, starting with Bath & Body Works. I'll start with the soap in Suntan, and I like this soap just as much as I like the candle. This was so perfect. I had this in July and August, and it was like the best summer soap ever. I don't think I bought another one of these, but I wish I did. If I see it at some annual sale this winter, I'm gonna get more for the following summer. This I'm just chucking. This is from Victoria's Secret. This is some old ass lotion from a semi-annual sale. Lord knows how many years ago. It has a funky smell to it. It's full. I'm throwing it out. More Bath & Body Works. I finished this Endless Weekend Shea cream. I'm trying to use up all of these triple moisture creams. They're my favorite because they're so moisturizing, but I need to stop buying so many of these at the semi-annual sale when they're like $2 and $3 because they don't last longer than a year. By the 1 year mark, they start to smell a little bit funky, even though they still work. They just definitely have a strange smell to them, even if they're brand new. So I'm trying to make myself go through all these and like use up all the Shea Moisture and Triple Moisture creams I have because they just don't have a lasting power. I finished this Tahiti Sweetie body lotion. This I just kept as a hand lotion. It's not finished, it's like halfway full, but again, it was just getting old and the scent was starting to change, so out it goes. Like something I'm putting on my skin, if I start to smell even the most subtle difference, I throw it out. Like I want to know what I'm putting on my skin is like fresh, natural. Like who knows what happens to these chemicals when it starts to like change the smell. This is the Lush Volcano Foot Mask. I know it's like really messy because I would put it on my feet while I was in the bath and like I would just get it everywhere. This stuff is awesome, especially like I do a lot of walking in the city. Like the days I walk in the city, I walk anywhere from 8 to 10 miles. It's a lot. So obviously, as you can imagine, I come home, my feet are super sore and a little swollen, and this stuff is incredible. I like to put this on my feet like once or twice a week, and it really just, it makes them feel tingly and refreshed. Like I take a bath, my feet hanging over the bathtub, so it can just like soak onto my feet, and then I scrub it off when I take a shower after. Or if I'm not taking a bath, I put this on my feet and I wrap my feet up in saran wrap so I can still like walk around my house, or I can just like sit down and read a magazine or watch YouTube videos, and the saran wrap keeps it all in, and you just feel your feet get like chilly cold. It's almost like icy hot for your feet, and it's so soothing, so relaxing. Like anytime I have foot pain or like they're tired from walking, even like blisters, anything like that, this just made them feel so refreshed and phenomenal. This is like a freaking podiatrist in a jar. This stuff is awesome. And 5 of these jars, when you bring them back to Lush, you get a free face mask. So I'll be cleaning this out and bringing it back to Lush. You have to bring it to them clean. You can't bring it to them like this. All right, last couple things. Some more Lush. I finished the Yummy Mummy Shower Gel. Now this is good, but it's a scent that I got sick of really quick, so I'm glad I just got the tiny little bottle. And you can only purchase it once a year on Mother's Day anyway. Maybe I'll get another one next year. I don't know. Right now I'm sick of the scent. I wouldn't repurchase it if it was there right now. Silky underwear. This is the like powder I put literally in my underwear, and it's amazing. It makes your lady part smell fantastic, and it just like keeps you really, really refreshed, like especially like if I'm in between teaching classes or before a workout. Like this stuff is awesome. I love it. I'll always be purchasing that. I finished this Dove deodorant. Not much to say. It gets the job done. This was a Sephora sample, the nude face oil. This was actually really good. I like this. This is the oil I put in my hair. I buy these at the supermarket. They're like $1 or $2. The Husk oils. They're fantastic. I love them. They're easy to just like throw in my bag if I shower at the gym or something. I can just drop it into my hair. And the last two things, my two favorites of the Empties as far as products go. My favorite perfume ever, the Laura Mercier Vanilla Romande, which I've already repurchased. This is like my signature scent. It's the one perfume I wear every single day. I love it. I never get sick of it. And then this is the C Firma Day Serum. I love all the Drunk Elephant products, and this serum is no exception. Vitamin C can be tough on your skin, and I have very sensitive skin, so I couldn't use this every day. It just depended what type of mood my skin was in that I could use this, because otherwise it can tingle a little, and even like pumpkin too can be a little harsh on your skin, but it did make my face glow on the days that I did use it. So especially if you don't have sensitive skin, I would highly recommend it, or ask Sephora for a sample even if you do, because this stuff is great. And that is it. Those are all my empties. So much junk. I'm gonna go throw this stuff out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.